In today's digital landscape, where our lives are increasingly intertwined with technology, cybersecurity has become a fundamental necessity rather than a mere luxury. Whether we are working remotely, shopping online, or simply browsing social media, the digital footprints we leave behind can expose us to various cyber threats. Understanding the basics of cybersecurity and adopting best practices are essential steps toward safeguarding our personal information and maintaining privacy in an ever-evolving online world. At its core, cybersecurity refers to the practice of protecting systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks. These cyber attacks are typically aimed at accessing, changing, or destroying sensitive information, extorting money from users via ransomware, or interrupting normal business processes. The motivations behind these attacks can range from financial gain and political activism to sheer malice or the thrill of causing disruption. Regardless of intent, the consequences can be devastating, affecting individuals, organizations, and even entire nations. One of the first lines of defense in cybersecurity is awareness. Many cyber incidents occur not because of sophisticated hacking techniques, but due to human error or lack of knowledge. Phishing scams, for example, rely on tricking individuals into revealing confidential information such as passwords or credit card numbers. These scams often arrive in the form of emails that appear to be from legitimate sources, urging recipients to click on malicious links or download harmful attachments. By cultivating a healthy skepticism toward unsolicited messages and learning how to recognize the telltale signs of phishing, such as poor grammar, urgent requests, and suspicious URLs, users can significantly reduce their risk of falling victim to such schemes. Passwords remain a ubiquitous method of authentication, yet they are also one of the weakest links in the security chain if not managed properly. Many people still use simple, easily guessable passwords or reuse the same password across multiple accounts. This practice can have dire consequences. If a single account is compromised, all other accounts sharing the same password become vulnerable. To mitigate this risk, it is crucial to create strong, unique passwords for each account. A strong password typically consists of a random combination of letters, both uppercase and lowercase, numbers, and special characters. Avoid using personal information such as birthdays or names, as these can be easily deduced by attackers. For added convenience and security, consider using a reputable password manager. These tools can generate complex passwords and store them securely, so you only need to remember one master password. Multi-factor authentication, MFA, adds an extra layer of security beyond just a password. With MFA enabled, logging into an account requires something you know, your password, and something you have, such as a temporary code sent to your phone or generated by an authentication app. Even if a hacker manages to obtain your password, they would still need the second factor to gain access. Many online services now offer MFA as an option, and enabling it wherever possible is highly recommended. Keeping software up to date is another fundamental aspect of cybersecurity. Software developers regularly release updates that include patches for newly discovered vulnerabilities. Cybercriminals are quick to exploit these weaknesses, often targeting users who are slow to apply updates. This applies not only to operating systems but also to applications, web browsers, plugins, and even hardware devices like routers. Enabling automatic updates where available can help ensure that your devices are always running the latest, most secure versions. Public Wi-Fi networks, while convenient, present significant security risks. These networks are often unsecured, making it easy for attackers to intercept data transmitted between your device and the internet, a technique known as man-in-the-middle attacks. Whenever possible, avoid accessing sensitive information, such as online banking or confidential work documents, over public Wi-Fi. If you must use public Wi-Fi, consider using a virtual private network, VPN. A VPN encrypts your internet connection, making it much more difficult for anyone on the same network to eavesdrop on your activities. Social engineering is another common tactic used by cybercriminals. Unlike technical exploits, social engineering relies on manipulating human psychology to gain access to sensitive information or systems. This can take many forms, from phone calls impersonating tech support to deceptive messages on social media. The best defense against social engineering is vigilance. Never share personal or financial information with unverified contacts, and always double-check the identity of anyone requesting sensitive data, especially if the request comes unexpectedly. Backing up important data is a critical yet often overlooked aspect of cybersecurity. Ransomware attacks, hardware failures, and accidental deletions can result in the loss of valuable files. Regular backups ensure that you can recover your data in the event of an incident. Ideally, backups should be stored in multiple locations. For example, an external hard drive and a secure cloud service. It's equally important to periodically test your backups to ensure that they can be restored successfully when needed. Mobile devices have become an integral part of our daily lives, but they are also attractive targets for cybercriminals. To protect your smartphone or tablet, start by enabling screen locks, such as PINs, passwords, or biometric authentication, fingerprint or facial recognition. Be cautious when installing apps, only downloading them from official app stores and reviewing the permissions they request. Keep your device's operating system and apps up to date, and consider installing security software specifically designed for mobile devices. Email security is another area that demands attention. In addition to phishing, email accounts can be compromised through weak passwords or by falling prey to credential stuffing attacks, where attackers use leaked username password pairs from other breaches to access your accounts. Use unique passwords for your email accounts and enable MFA to add an extra layer of protection. Be wary of unexpected attachments or links, even if they appear to come from trusted contacts, as their accounts may have been compromised. Children and teenagers are particularly vulnerable to online threats, given their relative inexperience and curiosity. Parents and guardians should educate young users about the dangers of sharing personal information online, interacting with strangers, and clicking on suspicious links. Parental control tools can help monitor and restrict access to inappropriate content, but open communication remains the most effective way to instill safe online habits. Social media platforms are fertile ground for cybercriminals seeking to harvest personal information or perpetrate scams. Adjust your privacy settings to limit the visibility of your posts and personal details. Be cautious about accepting friend requests or messages from unknown individuals, and avoid oversharing information that could be used to guess security questions or passwords. Remember that once something is posted online, it can be difficult, if not impossible, to remove completely. Online shopping has revolutionized the way we purchase goods and services, but it also presents opportunities for fraud. When shopping online, ensure that the website uses HTTPS. Look for the padlock symbol in the address bar, which indicates that your connection is encrypted. Avoid entering payment information on sites that seem suspicious or have poor reputations. Use credit cards or secure payment services, as they often provide better fraud protection compared to debit cards or direct bank transfers. Cyber hygiene extends to physical security as well. Lock your devices when not in use, and be mindful of your surroundings when entering passwords or viewing sensitive information in public places. Shoulder surfing, where someone observes your screen or keyboard, remains a simple yet effective method for stealing information. Businesses and organizations face unique cybersecurity challenges, given the scale and complexity of their operations. Implementing robust security policies, conducting regular employee training, and performing vulnerability assessments are essential components of a comprehensive cybersecurity strategy. Employees should be encouraged to report suspicious activity without fear of reprisal, fostering a culture of security awareness throughout the organization. Incident response planning is another critical aspect for organizations. Despite best efforts, breaches can and do occur. Having a well-defined incident response plan ensures that the organization can act swiftly to contain the threat, minimize damage, and recover operations. This includes identifying key personnel, establishing communication protocols, and regularly testing the plan through simulated exercises. The Internet of Things, IoT, a network of interconnected devices ranging from smart thermostats to wearable fitness trackers, has introduced new attack vectors for cybercriminals. Many IoT devices have limited security features and may not receive regular updates. Secure your home network by changing default passwords on IoT devices, keeping their firmware up to date, and segmenting them from your primary devices, using separate Wi-Fi networks if possible. Data privacy is an increasingly important concern as more of our personal information is collected, stored, and shared online. Review the privacy policies of the services you use and adjust your settings to limit data collection where possible. Consider using privacy-focused browsers and search engines that minimize tracking. Be mindful of the information you share, both intentionally and inadvertently, as even seemingly innocuous details can be pieced together to form a comprehensive profile. Cybersecurity is not a one-time effort, but an ongoing process. Threats evolve rapidly, and staying informed about the latest risks and protective measures is essential. Subscribe to security newsletters, follow reputable cybersecurity blogs, and participate in awareness campaigns to keep your knowledge up to date. For those interested in delving deeper into cybersecurity, there are numerous educational resources available, ranging from online courses and certifications to community forums and workshops. Developing a basic understanding of how cyber attacks work and how to defend against them not only enhances your own security, but also contributes to a safer digital environment for everyone. In summary, staying safe online requires a combination of technical measures, informed decision-making, and proactive habits. By creating strong passwords, enabling multi-factor authentication, keeping software updated, practicing caution on public Wi-Fi, guarding against social engineering, backing up data, securing mobile devices, and being vigilant on social media. And while shopping online, individuals can significantly reduce their exposure to cyber risks. Organizations must complement these efforts with comprehensive policies, training, and incident response planning. As technology continues to advance, so too will the sophistication of cyber threats. But with diligence and awareness, we can navigate the digital world securely and confidently.